Welcome to Soul Conversations with Z, Healing in the Raw, where we keep it raw, real, and unfiltered. I'm Zachyra Rodriguez, a trauma specialist and marriage psychotherapist, and this is a space where we dive deep into the messy, yet beautiful and often difficult parts of life. Here we challenge ourselves to face our fears and dig deeper into self-discovery. I'm no newbie. I've navigated many rocky roads and consider myself a recovered traumaholic. Life hasn't been easy, but I truly believe that everything happens for a cause greater than ourselves. Whether you're navigating with grief or grappling with trauma, healing from attachment injuries, or working on your marriage, we're here to unpack it all. No sugarcoating, just honest conversations about the struggles we face and the growth that comes from them. You matter, you were loved, even before your existence, and you're created to do great things. So grab a seat, my friend, take a long, deep breath, and let's get real together. So let's begin.
All right. Well, first and foremost, thank you, ladies, for being here. I'm just so excited when I saw you guys out there in the lobby, just looking at you guys. Like, my heart just got so excited just to see you guys, like, in your pink, your bedazzles, and looking all amazing. So I'm just so grateful and thankful that you guys are here with us to able to actually do this podcast, which is very, very close. I'm getting emotional. I don't know why. But it's just a blessing to have you guys here. We're going to be celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And both of you guys are friends. I know you guys for many, many years. And maybe that's why I'm getting so emotional. So I just want to thank both of you guys for just answering yes to the cause, because I know that this is not an easy topic. But I'm just so excited to have you guys. I want to start out first by, I guess I'll ask you, this beautiful lady with her beautiful glasses. For those that are listening to the podcast, you're most likely not able to see her, but she has on these beautiful pink glasses. So why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and just a little bit about yourself?
Okay, my name is Antonia. Did you need my last name? Christiane.
Only if you want to.
I'm 59 years old, married. I have two wonderful sons. Living my best life now. A couple of years ago, April 2022, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. But because of early detection and making sure I always get a mammogram, it was found really, really early.
Yeah.
It was at an early stage.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that. So that's why I said yes, so that people can realize you need to get checked.
Yeah.
Go to the doctor, get a mammogram every year.
Yeah.
Self-examination, everything and anything, because breast cancer is on the rise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Young, old, and don't wait till you're
It doesn't
40
have
years
an
old.
age. It doesn't
Because I
have an
have
age.
friends 22 years old, 25 years
Wow.
old, and they found it late because they don't get. There's no
They
need
don't
for a
get-
mammogram
'cause they're
at that
too young.
age. You have to wait till
Yes,
40.
absolutely.
But if you feel a lump, self-examination, go to the doctor.
Yeah. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Antonia. And our other friend on this side of me, which is on my left with this beautiful dress.
Hi, my name is Marissa Leslie. I'm married, one daughter. I was detected with breast cancer in 2017. In my case, it was a rare case, actually. I used to get up every morning and I saw like spotting on my nightgown. And I went to several doctors. Nobody will say what's going on until finally a coworker of mine, Christina Smith, recommended me to Dr. Sung.
Wow.
He's a wonderful doctor.
It's
I went
amazing
to
how it's
see
so
him.
important for us
Yes.
to have the people in our lives as far as like as support.
Yes.
Yes.
And he, as soon as he saw me, he did x-rays and whatever he had to do. And he told me that everything was encapsulated in my nipples. And he caught it on time.
Wow.
Unfortunately,
So
I
let's
needed a
go back.
mastectomy.
So let's go back to that.
Okay.
Because, I don't want to rush through this topic because I think it's so important, especially now that we're going to be celebrating, this Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I know before we actually started recording, Antonia, you had said that there's like so many different walks. So there's a lot of awareness going on.
Yes.
Right. But I want you guys to take us back to that moment, because I know, Marissa, you're saying that it was pretty much as a result of the spotting and,
Yeah.
you know, that's how you found out. So can you kind of walk us through that moment when you first found out that you were diagnosed with breast cancer? And
Sure.
you know,
It was, I'd say, at least 3 years spotting, going to the doctor. Nobody said anything. It wasn't blood, but it was like a brown substance
Yes.
on my pajamas. And as the years went by, it was like more. Every morning I got up.
so it was for years.
Yes.
Wow.
3 years almost.
Wow.
3 years until finally the last doctor I saw, he told me everything was encapsulated in my nipples.
Wow.
So he had to remove the whole breast.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
I
it
remember
was-
that time when we went to visit you at your home and how that was for you also, just
Yes.
like the whole recovery. So yeah. And I guess for you, Antonia, how was that, you know, that
You know what?
moment when you were first
I
diagnosed?
always got mammograms, and as you know, I was really
for you, it was you were very-
I was heavyweight, so every year I would have to get a second mammogram because I had a lot of fatty tissue around that area because I was so overweight. Then one year they told me you need to get a biopsy. We see something that shouldn't be there. And I remember when the doctor called me, he says, "Are you home?" I said, "No, I'm driving." He says, "Well, I need to speak to you when." And I said,
So
"Well, you
you
can
were
speak to me right
driving?
now." I insisted
did you
that he
have an
speaks to me when I was driving. So he told me, "Well,
Wow. Did you
it is
have an
cancerous."
idea why he was calling you?
I knew I had took the biopsy, but I wanted to know. I didn't want to wait till I got home. So I was
Really?
alone in
While
the
you were
car.
driving?
Yes, I wanted to know. I was alone in the car. I told him I stopped, but I did not stop. So I
So you
started
lied to the
cry.
doctor.
I lied to the doctor. I started to cry because,
Of
to
course.
me, even though he said it's an early stage, you automatically think it's a death sentence, that you're not going to see your family anymore or anything. So I remember walking into that door, George opening the door, "How's everything?" And I'm here crying.
And George is your husband.
Yes, George, my
Yes.
husband. I'm crying. I'm saying, "They said I have breast cancer." He said, "Where did they on the phone?" He says, "They told you." I said, "I insisted. I insisted."
Oh my God.
But you know what? The next day, I was stronger, and I knew I was going to fight this, and I was be a better person because of it.
So at that moment you were scared.
I was scared that one day, I think 24
That one
hours, I
day.
cried a lot because I didn't know what was going to happen.
Right. Wow. And then the next day, like where did you get that, that strength from?
You know what? God. Praying, God gave me all the strength. I was going to lean on God.
Wow.
It's my faith that helped me.
Yeah, and we're going to talk a little bit about that in a second. But it's so interesting how you went from being afraid to waking up, and then the next day you just felt that I'm going to fight this.
I'm going to fight this for my family, for my sons, and they can't live without me.
They need mama. You got 3
They
boys.
need mama.
You got 2 boys and a husband. You got 3
me.
men in the house.
It doesn't matter what their age is. They needed me.
Yes.
So I was going to fight for them.
Yes. And that's what kept you pretty
That's what
much
kept
like
me.
going. Wow. Yeah. What about for you, Marissa?
Well, I got the news with my husband at the clinic. And I didn't cry, I remember. I went home and made a phone call. And I spoke to my aunt, which had just went through breast cancer as well.
Wow.
And her recommendation to me was, "Are you breastfeeding?" I said, "No." At that time, my daughter, I think she was 30 years old. She said, "Then what are we thinking about?
What are we thinking about? Yes.
Do you want to live for your grandkids?
Wow.
Do you want to live for yourself? Let's just do what we got to do." And my whole vision of this shifted. And I went through it.
So it was due to those questions from her.
Yes.
Wow. So tell me a little bit about like that support. Did you guys feel supported during this transition that now here you are, you get diagnosed and it's like, I can only imagine like all these different thoughts and like what's going to happen, like the what ifs, right? The future. I know you said that your guys needed you, so you just had something inside of you.
I had great support from my husband and my kids. I wish I would have had a little bit more support. I know people don't know what to say, but a little call, a little I'm thinking of you would have helped a lot. I have a lot more support now.
Because of the community?
I joined a lot of support groups after the fact, and I have an amazing support group now because I'm a cancer survivor. It doesn't name me. I don't say I'm cancer. I have breast cancer. No, I don't have breast cancer anymore.
Right.
I'm a warrior. I'm a survivor.
Yes.
But in the beginning,
absolutely.
I was very hurt because people that I knew for many years never reached out to me.
Wow.
And I'm an advocate now for reaching out to anybody I know that's not feeling well. I reach out to support groups if I know someone is going through there are people alone out there.
Yeah.
They don't know how to handle this. But.
So that initial experience for both of you guys, right? How were you guys like coping? Because it sounds like people that you knew didn't, support you and for you.
Oh, for me, it was excellent.
The support system.
My entire community at work.
Wow.
I work at Virginia Dare, and the women are amazing.
Wow.
Amazing. My mom was a woman of faith. Her entire church congregation was praying for me. And don't even talk about my family.
Yeah.
They were there. They were there. I had an
step of the way.
amazing support group. And it's very important when you're going through this.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's very hard, right? So talk a little bit about that. Like, were you going up to friends and sharing with them?
I did share it. I even shared it on Facebook so that people can get their mammograms. And afterwards, people said, I didn't know what to tell you, so I didn't call.
That's the most devastating, I think, comment
friendships
when people
for a long time,
say that. Yes.
I don't want you on my beck and call, but give me a call and say, I love you. I'm thinking of you.
Or a text message
A
and
little
just
text
say,
message.
I'm praying for you, right? You don't even have to respond. And that's the thing, because people become uncomfortable because of your pain because they're uncomfortable. And that's sad. It's very, very sad because people actually shy away versus because they feel that they have to have like the full answers and they have to know everything and they need to know everything to say. But I don't think people understand the power of presence is just so huge in life.
Very important.
I love you. I'm thinking about you.
Yes.
How are you doing?
Yes.
Even bring a little simple meal. I did have friends that brought me meals. Not that I needed it. I was very humble. I remember you bringing.
Yes.
I was very humble. I didn't. If somebody asked me, "Do you want something?" I would say no.
Yes.
But we got to learn to say
yes. And isn't that difficult, right, for us to ask for help?
no, I don't need anything.
I know.
Why is it so difficult for us?
It is.
I know.
Yes, it's so hard. Yeah.
I had friends that came over, did my laundry, cleaned my house, cooked for me,
Yes.
and even bathed me after the surgery. So it was amazing. When I tell you, getting a great support group is very important.
And what would you say to those, ladies out there that they feel like they're struggling, that they don't have that community? Like, what should they do?
And they offers a lot of programs where someone come to your house, clean for you. Those programs are out there. Yes.
Oh my gosh!
They
I
just
had
have
no
to
idea.
ask. Yes.
I had no idea.
Yeah. They grocery shop for you. They come to the house. They clean for you, and they even offer you a nurse to come to your house after surgery.
Yeah.
So just ask your doctor. All those things should be available to you.
So there's a lot of
afterwards.
resources.
Yes.
There is.
Okay.
A lot.
Yeah, and I think it would be important even if you ladies could share some of those resources so we can actually put it, in the podcast information, so like that we can actually share with other ladies, because I'm sure that there are people out there that they don't have that support.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was following this woman after I went through everything. Move Over Breast Cancer. I don't know if you ever heard of her.
No,
Paula
I've never
Fiora. She does so much amazing things for people who just came out with breast cancer. She has a mobile truck. She helps you with wigs. She gives you she does so much for you. A makeover, everything.
Oh my goodness.
We just had Rhythm and Pink last Sunday. We're doing
Explain
a walk.
what that is.
She anybody who's gone through cancer.
Yeah.
They're partnered with like Dancing with the Stars. They're partnered with some. I didn't do it this year because I chickened out. But hopefully she's not hearing me. But I'll join.
She'll be hearing you.
I'll join next year. But you have somebody that never danced before. They go with another partner and they
Oh
dance.
my
And it was just
gosh,
beautiful.
really?
I went on Sunday. She does so much. They had a golf tournament. She raises so much. She was even on, I think, The View. She does so much for breast cancer survivors.
Wow, that's amazing.
It
It's
was
amazing
through her
to know.
organization that I was able to go to Utah.
Yeah.
All expense paid trip. We climbed this mount, the Zion. It was amazing.
Yes. Wow. Oh my goodness.
So there are even virtual hospital. I don't know which hospital we went through.
No, I was in Brooklyn.
Okay,
in Brooklyn.
virtual
Yeah.
hospital.
Methodist
They
hospital.
So
have a
your
lot of
treatment
things.
was actually in Brooklyn,
Yes,
Marissa?
yes. in
Okay.
Brooklyn.
And then your treatment, Antonia, was in?
Through virtual. Here.
Okay, here in Jersey.
Yes.
So talk to me about, like doing treatment. What was that like? Like what helped you guys, like to kind of stay strong? Was there any specific person, activity, or anything, a mindset? Like what did you guys actually do to get through that treatment? Because, I don't know what the treatment was, so maybe you guys could actually tell us a little bit about that and how you guys got through it.
I had a lumpectomy and then reconstruction surgery, and I had to go through radiation.
Okay.
I think out of all of the worst part was the radiation. You're in a hard table. You lay down. That was the hardest because you'd be achy afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just knowing that I had to be there for my husband, that's what brought me through it.
Wow.
My faith in
It's so
God.
interesting how for you were fighting for others.
I was fighting for others.
Wow.
That's what
It's
it was.
always-
And
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna give up or woe is me. I got up with a smile all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just my family.
Yeah. Wow. Yes. And for you?
In my case, I had no treatments after the surgery.
Okay.
No treatments. I had a mastectomy of my right breast. And one thing my doctor asked from me was to wait 1 year
Okay.
for reconstruction.
Okay.
Nowadays, women are doing the surgery today and the reconstruction tomorrow. Ladies, I recommend you wait. Your
Okay.
body must heal. Very important.
Yes.
So it was successful after a year. The reconstruction, I did the breast reconstruction and everything went well.
So Marissa, when did you have the breast cancer and the surgery?
It was October 2017.
Okay.
And my reconstruction was 2018, November
All right.
2018.
Okay. And then for you, Antonia?
I had my lumpectomy May 2022, and at the same time they did the reconstruction surgery.
So can you guys talk about the difference about, both of your surgeries? So for those listening that may not be aware of what the difference is.
With the lumpectomy, they cut a piece of wherever the tumor was.
Okay.
So they reduce, they cut a piece off from the breast.
Yes.
So I went through reconstruction surgery at the same time so they can make both breasts look the same.
Yes. Okay. And for you?
They cut off the entire breast.
Okay.
I had no tissues in that breast.
Okay.
And the reconstruction was taking tissue from my stomach, lower stomach, to reconstruct the breast. So everything is mine, nothing fake in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So going through that, just the night before you're there thinking, oh my gosh, they're going to take a piece of me, right? And they're going to get rid of it. Yes, I get it that it's something that at this point is no longer functional. But how was that for you? You lost your entire breast. Like, how was that the night before? Like, what's going through your mind?
It was horrible. First of all, I was thinking about, how my husband is going to view me. Like, it was difficult looking at myself in the mirror.
Yes.
But then I say, I'm alive. What's more important, vanity or being here?
Yes.
And I'm here to tell the story.
Wow. And you are telling your story.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Antonia.
You know what? It was after the fact, but the day before I was cracking jokes when I was being wheeled into the operation.
Really?
I
But
was
that's
cracking jokes, but I think afterwards.
Maybe you were
it
nervous.
Took me
Yes.
a couple of months. I refused to look at my breasts.
Yes.
Because, I remember 2 months afterwards, I told my doctor, having looked at it, he says, you got to look at it, look at it. I would not look. I would close my eyes when I passed the mirror. I couldn't look at myself because I used to be almost a 44D, and I went down so much. So I felt like I lost so much. I think so. The shock was, I didn't want to look at myself.
And I that's a great point that you guys are bringing up. I want you guys to talk about that, like the self-esteem, right? So I just want to remind you guys, right? The name of the podcast is Soul Conversations with Z, Healing in the Raw. Meaning that we have raw conversations, real conversations, because it's so important for people to really understand, because we don't talk about this a lot, right? We celebrate the victories, like how beautiful you guys came in, and we see the pretty part of it, like the after effect, right? But what about like the things that you guys went through, like the self-esteem, because people bring you food and they're with you, and we spoke about the power of presence. But what about those moments when you're all alone and you're alone with that mirror, right? And you brought up a great point, Marissa, right? That we haven't even put it on the paper for you guys to discuss, but what is that even like, like after the fact, being with your, spouse and feeling just so uncomfortable. So I want us to go to that moment as far as like self-esteem. Let's talk a little bit about that. And both of you guys are looking, for those that are only listening to the audio and not seeing the visual, you should see their faces right now.
I know. No, your husband should be a big part in this also.
Yes.
Because words that comes out of his mouth
Yes.
affects you internally.
Yes.
And my husband was great. I don't have any complaint.
Yes.
He was a great support. Looking at yourself in the mirror is not easy. I'm not going to say it's easy. Sometimes I say, oh my God, I look like Frankenstein. Horrible. Oh, I put all kind of things in my mind.
Especially that it was a year.
Exactly. A whole year I had to, like, if I put on a bra because the other breast wasn't, it was there. And I'm a voluptuous woman. My breasts were big.
Yes.
So this one I had to find all kind of things to stuff into it, and silicone cups, and finding the right size, and then you walking in the street, then the silicone cup is sliding,
It's falling.
it's falling. I was like, it was very uncomfortable.
Like
it wasn't
picking
easy.
it up off the floor.
It wasn't
my gosh.
easy.
Yeah.
And at work, as I said, women at work were so supportive. Don't worry about it. Don't worry that that I will walk into work, and they will like encourage me, help me, do things around me, uplift me, prayers. And it was amazing. It was amazing. Where it got to the point where I didn't care anymore.
Wow.
I didn't care how it looked. One up, one down. I really didn't care.
But that very first time when you looked at yourself, can you recall? Like,
yes. I cried. I cried because one of the things that I loved about myself was my breasts. So I did cry. I did.
Yes, because you're losing a piece of you.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. No,
it was
thank
hard.
you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for being honest and open. And Antonia, how was that?
It was really hard. My husband George was very supportive, always said I was beautiful, but I felt like I lost a big part of me. I didn't even want him looking at me in the beginning. I would cover myself. I thought if I was touched the wrong way, something might happen. It might fall off. I mean, it was crazy things went in my head.
Yes.
But, eventually I thought to myself, I was pretty big, and it was starting to hang.
Yeah.
So now I'm perky now. I don't even have to wear a bra.
Can we do the other one now?
I can wear these little things.
Yes.
What paisleys, whatever. I can wear that. So eventually I said, oh, they're not dragging anymore on the floor. Now they're perky. So I was happy
So you went from dragging to perky.
So I was happy, but in the beginning, I couldn't look at myself.
Yes.
It was just. I lost so. I felt like I wasn't the same, and I lost so much.
Yeah, because that is a loss.
Yeah,
right. It is a loss of part of your body that you knew from day one, right? From the beginning of your existence. It's like, okay, here I am afterwards when you become a teenager and you start developing and everything else. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, it's gone. So, and again, we don't talk about that part of the mental health in terms of what it does to you, emotionally, as far as like your self-esteem, kind of like what you were just saying, Antonia, as far as like looking at yourself and it's like, oh my goodness. And all these thoughts, like it's going to fall off. It's
crazy. I thought it was going to fall off. Don't touch that. It's going to fall off.
Don't touch me there. Touch over here. It's going to come off. Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah. But yeah, so those were like some, moments, I guess, that you guys, we could, thank God, sit back, right? And laugh about it, right? But were there any moments of hope that stand out for you guys, or of resilience that you kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, Antonia, but was there any specific moment for you guys that you could say, you know what, this was the moment of resilience for me, or the moment of hope, that there was just such a drive that something happened inside of you guys?
A few months after, maybe 5 months after, even though I thought positive every day, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be an advocate. I'm going to help as many people. I'm going to be posting faith-based posts, anything encouraging for everyone. Just let people know that they are loved. So that's my mission now, to spread positivity.
Yeah.
And to love on people.
Yeah. Wow. And as far as I remember, you've always had that attitude no matter what, Antonia, as far as like just being. So for those that don't know Antonia, kids love her all over. She is just like that person that kids just run to, and she becomes like your best friend. Yeah. So definitely, I think that's always, been your, demeanor from day one as well. So it's just so interesting to hear that prior to, you were like, yes, my family.
I thought I was more like an introvert, kept to myself. Now I'm a little bit more.
Because now you're spreading the awareness a little
I'm trying
much.
To spread awareness and love.
Like you got like a second chance of life.
I have a second chance.
Yes.
In life.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make the best of it.
Yes. Okay. And Marissa, for you?
The same as Antonia. That's the same. I just spread awareness. And I ask every single lady that diagnosed with breast cancer, do your research. Don't be afraid to get a second opinion. Okay. That's very important.
That's important.
Yes, very important. If you don't trust that doctor, go find another one. And do your research.
Yeah.
And do what you have to do to stay alive. It's very important.
Yes. So tell me a little bit about getting like a second diagnose. Like, were you able to get a second diagnosis?
Yes, I went to 3 different doctors.
Okay.
And the third one is the one, because the 2 first one that I went to, they couldn't find anything. They say it's normal. I said, no, it cannot be normal that you are leaking from your nipples. And every day that I get up, for years. Yeah. It was years. Yeah. Got to the point where my husband said, we need to find another doctor.
Yes.
So I went, changed, and the second one told me the same thing until I found the third one. And he said, I can't believe that they couldn't see it. I said, he saw it immediately.
So it's like if you know for a fact that something is wrong, because we know our bodies, right?
Yes.
Better than anyone else. And you start to, and I know sometimes we can kind of psych ourselves out and start to believe that things are happening, which in reality it's not, but it's better to be safe than sorry.
Yes, it's true.
Like. Yeah.
And I got to the point where I was in pain. It was
so
hurting.
It was painful for you.
It was. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
It was.
Okay. And then for you, was there any, I know you said the doctor had called, but it was kind of like that routine that you went for your...
Routine, because I didn't feel anything, and it was found very, very, very early. Once she told me, I said, let's make the appointment as soon as possible.
Yes. Yeah. And then after treatment, because it sounds like your perspective on life has just changed completely. Are you guys doing anything different now than, before being diagnosed? I know, Antonia, you shared a little bit about some of the things that you're doing, but like what changed with you guys?
I travel more. I walk a lot more.
Okay.
I love to see new places, travel to new, it could be locally, Pennsylvania, wherever.
Yes.
But I'm out and about. I'm not going to stay home doing nothing. I think it's brought me back to life, whereas I would stay home and not do as much. Now it's like, I have one life and I'm going to live it to the fullest. I'm going to do as much as I can. And thankfully, I have a partner that my husband doesn't mind coming along with me.
Yeah, she drags him with her. But he's very supportive.
He's very supportive.
Yes. Yes. And what about for you, Marissa?
I love to travel. I changed a lot of things in my life, like my eating habits.
Okay.
I eat much healthier.
Okay.
And I exercise and walk with my partner, Miss Zachyra Rodriguez and Nancy.
Yes.
And every morning we walk, and that helped me a lot.
Yeah, we actually have been doing these 10,000 step walks for quite some time now. And it's just been such a blessing just to be able to get out every morning. So, Antonia, you're more than welcome because I know you live close to us. So,
Oh, I didn't know
Yes.
you lived in Mapleton.
Yes, I am.
yeah, she's a a few doors down from me. So, yes, but I think it's so important, right?
is.
Exercising and
Meditating.
self-care. Yeah. So talk a little bit about like those self-care practices because you kind of touched on that, Antonia. Yeah. So your self-care practices for you, Marissa, is walking.
Walking.
Yes. And laughing.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God. I'm surprised you didn't hear us in the neighborhood early in the morning. We're like loud.
6:30 in the morning.
We're laughing.
Yes, we're very loud. Sometimes we're like, oh my goodness, can the neighbors hear us? But it's just such a part. It feels like very therapeutic.
Yes.
Just to be able to get out and just laugh a little and walk and power walk. You'll see these three ladies power walking around the neighborhood and just being. And during those times, we do thankful statements, right, to God. At the end, we end with prayer.
Yes.
Right. So do you want to share on that a little bit, Marissa?
Oh, yes. The first time she asked me, okay, let's pray. I said, Sashi, no, you do it. You do it. And then after that, I've gotten in the habit that it just comes naturally.
Yes.
Just comes naturally.
Yes.
Amazing when we walk, we just look at nature, the birds chirping, the trees, the leaves on the trees.
Yes.
It's like so refreshing. I love it.
Yes.
I just love it.
Absolutely. And that's why the power of support, right? Just coming along and just being.
Yeah.
Just being. No agenda. There's no agenda. We just show up and we have no idea what we're talking about. And then when we're like, oh, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
Oh, you've done already 12,000
Yes.
steps.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes. And for you, Antonia?
You know what? I take a lot of walks. I go to the gym. I've been eating healthy for a while.
Yes.
It's been like 4 years
Yeah.
healthy. Walking and just waking up every day and being grateful and with a smile. I look in the mirror every morning. I wake up and I say, "You are amazing." Telling myself, "You are amazing."
So you speak to yourself.
I speak to
You do
myself. I have a mirror.
self-affirmations.
You are amazing.
Yes.
You've got this, and that I'm loved. I say that every day. I have a mirror, and it has it. It says a sign. It says, "You are amazing. You got this."
Wow.
So I do that all the time.
Yes. So every morning when you wake up, you're able to look at this and say, wow, I am here.
And I smile. I give myself such a big smile and say, "You got this.
Yes.
Whatever comes, you can handle anything that comes your way."
Yes.
Wow. Oh my goodness. I'm just over here smiling for those that can't see me. I have such a smile. I think my cheeks already hurt. If you saw these ladies, they look amazing, amazing, amazing. And so what would you, tell the audience that's listening to you and they're just kind of like, I just got diagnosed and I feel like I'm hopeless. Like, what would you tell them?
Don't shut down. Seek help. Seek counseling. Seek, again, I repeat, and I'm not getting tired of repeating it, a great supporting group. It is very important.
Yes.
And on this journey, it is very important that you have a great supporting group. And if you can't find one, call me.
So you guys just heard this. Call Marissa. I guess we'll put her number
Yes.
and the information as well. But yeah, so I guess that connection
Yes.
of others and that support is very, very,
very, very important.
yeah. So, and for you, Antonia, like what message would you share with them?
It's not the end. Cancer does not define you. You are strong. You're better than this. And reach out. Don't be scared to say, "Yes, I need help." A lot of women don't want to say that.
Yeah.
I need help. There is so much help out there.
Why do you think it's hard for us to ask for help?
It's still sometimes hard for me. I love helping others, but I don't ask for help.
Yes.
I don't know. I didn't want to seem weak.
I know.
But you have to. You have to act. You don't want to do this alone.
Yeah.
You need a nice support system, your family, and some friends. It's nice to surround yourself with people that love you and care for you. So reach out, because it's not the end.
Yes. And therere's life after
Life
after.
being
Yes.
diagnosed with breast cancer.
Yeah.
So what about those that maybe someone else that's listening right now and they have a loved one that didn't make it as a result of breast cancer? Like, what message would you be able to share with them?
That hit home. It hit home. I lost a lot of friends. They're not here to talk about it. And I'm not going to say they didn't follow up, but unfortunately, the Lord had better plans, another plan for them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think that early diagnosis would be
Yes.
would
Yes.
make it different?
It makes it
Yes.
different. I have a couple of people that I met in support groups that because of during COVID, a lot of appointments were delayed and they didn't get the test in 2001, and they got it in 2022 and already now stage 3.
Yeah.
Early detection, and if you can't, self-examination for some people.
Yeah.
I know it's hard and it's difficult sometimes, and
Yeah.
there's so many different stages. And I was blessed to find it early, but I know many don't. And some people go through chemo, some don't. Some go through radiation, some don't. I know it's hard, but just reach out to everybody, to anybody.
Yeah. And what about your faith in God? Because I know both of you guys are believers. And so, share a little bit about that. Did you ever question your faith at that point when you got diagnosed?
I never questioned my faith. Thank God. I prayed, of course, more often, but I knew he was there with me. And I never questioned. I never said, why me? Why me? I knew there was a reason why me, because now I'm here, I'm stronger, and I'm helping others.
Yes.
I never said, why me? I think it even grew stronger.
Yeah.
My faith grew stronger.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. Marissa.
I never question my fate. Never. Whatever he puts in my lap, I'm here to go through the hurdles. And he put me here, he'll take me out as well.
Yeah. And what about those that are questioning? Because there are others that they do question, especially those that they don't have the support, right? They don't have, let's just say, they do believe in God, but they're still kind of struggling with, why me? Like, what message would you be able to share with them, regarding that? Like, what would you say to them?
God never give you more than you can handle. That's one thing I know. I attest to that.
Just keep on reaching out. Just keep on reaching out to God. I know some people get upset and then they blame God. I know many people that turn away whenever an illness. They say, "How can God do this to me?"
Right. Yeah.
And I don't, I don't believe that. But there's a lot of people, and I know it's hard, and sometimes you don't know what to tell them.
Yeah.
I just pray with them. I ask them if they want me to pray for them.
Okay. Yeah. Are there any specific scriptures, any specific books that you guys read that helped you guys, faith-based, that helped you guys get through this, or any books in general?
I'm all over the place.
Me too.
I got so many different books. I'm all over the place.
Okay.
Several friends had sent me different books. So I look at different quotes, but there's not anything. I just know that God is there with me.
Yeah.
Every day, every time.
Psalm 91. I love that scripture.
Yeah. Psalm 91. Yeah, that kept you going.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. It's one of the most common, scriptures that there is. And what did you actually like about that scripture?
Keep me going. Just keep on. It motivate me to keep on moving every day. Look at it differently every day.
Wow. Well, it's been definitely a pleasure to actually have both of you guys here, two ladies in pink that are very, very beautiful. And just to, again, I have to just reiterate this, that it's definitely a blessing for you guys to even be here and be able to share your stories, right? Because the stories that we go through and the things that those messages of resiliency, they're always not for us, but it's for someone else. Right. So those stories that we're talking about, it always helps other people also be able, to get through also what they're going through. Right. Because once they hear you. So the gift, even though we don't realize it, it is actually to help others be able to continue on their journey. So I really hope that, whoever it is that's listening, that they will be able to be encouraged by your message, Marissa, by your message, Antonia, and be able to find that hope and that support that both of you guys have been able, to find. So because you guys are so beautiful, we have a little gift for you guys in this month that we celebrate. So roses for beautiful roses.
Oh,
So we just
beautiful.
thank you guys for being here
Thank
and
you.
for
This is beautiful.
just being such a blessing. Again, I know both of you guys, and it's just been such a journey. I think we've all been through like so much, but just to be able to, for both of you guys to open up and share your stories. So I want to give you both an opportunity before we, wrap up, to pretty much just share with everyone, what is one thing that you can think of that would really maybe help someone else that's going through this process right now.
I want to mention that breast awareness is not only for females, male. It also affects males.
Yes.
Please go for your checkups, just like women, once a year.
Wow.
Yes. It's not only for women.
There's not that much awareness on that.
I know. Quite a few men I've heard that
Yes.
have developed, breast cancer.
Yes. Wow. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing that.
I know.
Yes.
And come out in the month of October and celebrate.
Yes.
Celebrate all for those who made it and for those who did not make it.
Yeah.
Come celebrate and join us
Yes.
on the walks, donations, everything helps for the research.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
it.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah.
Yes. That you bring up a great point because there is not that much conversations
Exactly.
that, that men or just like in general that professionals talk about that men should be getting these routine also exams. So, yeah. And Antonia.
You know what? Cancer doesn't define you. You're needed. You are needed. Fight, and reach out. And early detection. Make sure you get your mammograms every year.
Yes.
You'd be surprised how many people I know that go every 4 years or don't go because they said I've heard people say a taboo. If you do get a mammogram, you get cancer from the mammogram. I've heard that.
Yes.
So, however way you detect it,
Yes.
every year.
Yeah.
Every year.
So how often do you guys have to go for detection now or for, follow-ups?
The first 2 years, I had to go every 6 months.
Okay.
So now I'm going to start going every year.
Okay.
But if I feel anything, then I'll insist to go. I just
Okay.
had one not too long ago, and I'm getting another one in March.
Okay.
But I do go to all my physicals. Even going on having a physical. Every checkup.
Okay.
Take care of yourself.
Okay.
Someone out there needs you.
Wow.
So
Yes.
fight.
Yes. Yes. Wow.
I go every 6 months.
Every 6 months as well.
They monitoring the other one.
Okay.
My other
Okay.
breast. Yes.
Okay. And as of right now, we're
Nothing.
good.
Yeah, I'm benign.
thank
Everything.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank God. Yes. Well, ladies, it was such a pleasure to have you guys to come and see your smiles with the pink. Yes, with the pink and also with the pink lipsticks and earrings and all that. As I told you guys off camera, I didn't have anything pink, so I just put my little pink thing in my pink bottle, right? That's here. But definitely thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming out and spreading. And I just hope that whoever it is that's listening, I hope that this podcast was able, to bless you and that you would be able to know that there's also life after being diagnosed. And there's always hope, and being able to rely, on your faith is very, very huge. I wish you guys could actually see, now that I say that, Antonia's T-shirt. But she has such a cute...
Let me see.
Yeah.
I don't want to knock anything down.
Yes, but she has such a cute T-shirt. And the back of it, what it says, so...
Can you see it?
It says cancer survivor, nutrition facts. It says faith 1,000%. And it says serving size, one superhero. Fight 1,000%, believe 1,000%, hope 1,000%, courage 1,000%, confidence 1,000%. And then it says give up 0%. And it says the daily values is always being 1,000%. And it on the top it says cancer survivor. So we just thank you. That's such an awesome T-shirt. And then the front of it is actually says faith. So yes, but you guys, it's been amazing to be here in this space with you guys. I hope to hopefully bring you guys on again and you guys can continue sharing your stories, because I know that there's additional stories behind, that I know, personally of you guys that you're also battling right now. So I would definitely keep you guys in my prayers, and I look forward to see you guys again.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
for doing this.
Absolutely. So thank you again for joining us at Soul Conversations with Z, Healing in the Raw, and we look forward to our next podcast. So thank you.
You're welcome.